Good afternoon, students. Today I am going to start the experiment number 5, which is again the analysis of a continuous beam by using the stiffness method. Here you have to use the stiffness method for the manual calculation, and you have to compare the result with the software analysis for the given condition if the support B sinks by 10 mm. Assume B equal to 230 mm and D equal to 300 mm and value of E equal to 21.718 kilonewton per mm square. So already in the experiment number 1 and experiment number 2, we have analyzed the continuous beam. The same analysis steps will be followed here in the experiment number 5 because we are going to analyze the continuous beam. But only the change is that you have to use the stiffness method. Manual calculation, you have to use the stiffness method, and in this number 1 and 2 we have used the flexibility method. And again you have to check the results with the software analysis, and you have to compare the manual results with the software results. Okay, here again one extra unknown we will find out, that is a joint displacement. Manual calculations, for manual calculation you have to use the stiffness method. Okay, please take a note of this. Now you can see this is a problem. This is a given problem where this is a beam is given, and for beam AB there is a point load of 70 kilonewton, and for beam BC there is a UDL of 15 kilonewton per meter. And you can see that for span AB the moment of inertia is I, and for span BC the moment of inertia is 2I. Okay, so this beam we have to model it in the software, and we have to analyze this beam, and then you have to compare the software result with the manual calculation. So for that the value of B and D is given, and you have to analyze this beam with this effect of sinking, that is support B sinks by 10 mm. With the effect of this we have to analyze it. Okay, so for that, first of all, to model it in the software, first of all we are going with the coordinate system. So for that you need to know the values of the coordinates for at each point. What will be the coordinates at each point? Okay, so the coordinate of A we are considering is 0, so it is 0 0 0. There will be only x coordinate, there will be no y and z coordinate. Okay, so the coordinate of A will be 0 0 0. Coordinate of B will be, from A you have to note down the coordinate of B, and it is from it is 10 meter from A. So x coordinate will be 10, y and z will be 0. So, and coordinate of C, it is 16 0 0. It is 16 0 0. Okay, so in this way you can find out the coordinates of A, B and C. So first of all you plot this diagram on your copy and write down the coordinates so that it will be easy to you to model this beam. Okay, and those who are having the softwares, please perform it. So this is a given problem you can see, and this is a coordinates we have find out. And again one thing I want to tell you, that the degree of freedom for this structure is 2. Okay, I have taken the degree of freedom is 2 degree of freedom problem I am going to take. Okay, so there will be the 2 joint displacement value, that is rotational displacement at B and rotational displacement at C, theta B and theta C. So all these analysis results we will find out in the software. So for that again the same procedure we have to follow. So I will start the stat pro window. Okay, so what is the project task we have to take here? Again we have to go with the new project. Already we have done this in experiment number 1 and 2. So if you know, I think you should know all the steps now. This is just is a revision type of the problem I have taken. Only the difference is that for the manual calculation you have to use the stiffness method. Okay, now I have clicked on new project. The new model window will open there. From that, I have to select the option for beam. I have to select the option of plane. Okay, for beam and for beam we are selecting a option of plane. Truss we are selecting a option of truss here. Okay, and frame also we are selecting option of plane. Then give the file name. So I will give the experiment number 5. Okay, you can give any name to your file. So here I will give the file name as experiment number 5. Location, already I told you that you have to locate it on the D drive. I have made one folder in D drive, SAT2 lab, so in which I will save this file. Okay, length unit will be in meter and force units will be in kilonewton. Once you done this, click on next, and always you have to go with the add beam option. Okay, so it is by default it will be there, add beam, so you just keep it as it is and click on finish. Okay, so once you done this, the window of this StatPro will be there, where you can see that on the top of this there are various tools are there. Okay, with the help of these tools you can and the left of this you can create a modeling here. And in the now we are in the modeling, you can see there are various options of this modeling, building planner, piping. So this is not useful for us because we are going to analyze the structure, so only we are in the analysis. Okay, so first of all, to analyze any type of the structures, first of all you have to go for the modeling of that structures. Okay, so that is called as the geometry. Okay, so these are the steps you have to follow, that is geometry, general, and analysis and print. Okay, geometry, general, analysis, print, this only 3 steps you have to follow. So now we are in the geometry. Okay, we will create this model in the geometry. In the middle of this we will create the geometry. So first of all, you just close the default grid, and enter the nodal coordinates. So what is the coordinates of node A or node 1? It is 0, 0, 0, so 0 enter. Then coordinates of node 2, it is 10, 0, 0, so 10 enter. And the coordinates of node 3, it is 16, 0, 0, so 16 enter. Okay, so as there are 3 nodes, so if you enter the value of coordinates, the 3 node will be appear there. Then after entering the values of coordinates, you will get the 3 nodes. Then just you click on the empty space here and select the type of the views. On the top of this you can see the different views, you can see the model from the different views, and from that always we are selecting a front view because we want to see the loading, we want to see the supports and all. So always we are going to select the front view. So you just click on the first option of from the top of this. So all these 3 nodes will appear here. Okay, now it is a continuous beam, so it is span AB and span BC. So again we will select this option. You can see that at the top of this, at this corner you will get this option, that is with the help of the add beam options we are we are joining a beam with the help of this add beam option. Okay, so this is your node 1, then node 2 and node 3. So first of all you join node A to node B. Node A to node B, you can see here experiment number 5, beams, beam 1. This will be your beam 1, that is node A to node B, and this is your node 2 and node 3, or node B or node C. So then join node B to node C. Okay, you can see here node 2 to node 3. Okay, so node 1 to node 2, node 2 to node 3. So this is the what we have done. We have plotted a beam. We have plotted a beam. Now once the geometry is over, you just click on general. Now in general, what we have to give? We have to give the material property to the structures. Okay, so as this we are considering as a rectangular beam because the dimension is given. B is 0.23 and D is 0.3 meter 0.3 meter. So this is a rectangular beam we have assumed. So for rectangular beam, what will be the properties? Property is that it is having a modulus of elasticity and the value of I, that is a moment of inertia. So once you enter the value of B and D in the software, the STAAD will directly calculate the value of I. And as you know that for rectangular beam, what is the value of I? It is BD cube by 12. So directly I value will be calculated by this STAAD software. Okay. E value will be the modulus of elasticity of concrete. It is 5000 of under root of FCK. So directly the STAAD will take that value. Only what you have to do, you have to give the value, you have to enter the value of B and D. Now again here one change is that for span AB the value of I is I, but span BC the value is 2I. The span BC the value is 2I. So you just have, when you will enter the value of B and D, you will have to enter the value of 2 into I. So that way we'll see this is a change. If the I value is changing in your beam, then how we are giving that value, that we will see. So once the geometry is over, you just click on general. So here I clicked on general. So when I will click on this general option, there will be an option of property, there is an option of support, and there is an option of load and definition. Okay, so these options will be there, but after clicking in this property of general, this you can see that properties to the whole structure, this window will open there. From this window, you have to select the option of define. For a beam, what option we are selecting? Define. And for truss, we are selecting option of section database. Okay, so here we are going to analyze a beam, so we will select option of define. What you have to define? We have to define the type of beam, which type of the beam it is, and we have to give the property, and we have to give the which type of the material is this, and also we have to give the value of B and D so that I can be calculated by the STAAD. So now we will click on define. Click on define. Once you click on define, this window will open there. From this, there are various type of the sections. Type of the beam is there: circle, rectangle, various type of the sizes will be available here, out of which by default it will take a circle, but as you know that the type of beam is rectangle, so we'll click on rectangle. Once you click on rectangle, enter the value of YD and ZD. So what is the value of YD and ZD? So ZD is B and YD is D. So ZDB is given as 0.23, YD is given as 0.3 meter. 230 by 300 mm the size of beam is given. Accordingly, you have to enter that value. The size of beam is 230 by 300 mm. So YD is 0.3 mm. YD is depth is 0.3 mm. 300 mm we have converted into meter. And ZD is 0.23 meter. ZD is 0.23 meter. So once you enter this value, directly if you select the rectangular beam, it will directly take the material. It is concrete. You can see that steel, aluminum, concrete, stainless steel. But if you click on this rectangular, directly it will take a material is concrete. So once you enter this value YD and ZD in your list, okay, once you enter this value, you just add it in your list. You just add it in your list, okay. Then here there is a change in this, that in the problem given the span AB is having the value is equal to I, that is I is equal to 1. But the span BC is having the value is equal to 2I. Okay, 2I. Okay, so for that manually you have to calculate the value of that 2I, and accordingly you have to enter the value of B and D.